Super Falcons of Nigeria will be fighting out against Canada in a friendly game. Well, that'll be coming up tonight by 7:30 p.m. But the good thing is that the ladies are ready because they'll be having a two-legged friendly with the Olympic champions, Canada. That'll be coming. The second one will be coming up on 11th. Right? So they'll be fighting out against them in Vancouver, British Columbia, over there in Canada. Welcoming you on 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Joining me is Olawale Peters.
Good evening, Adeni. It's a pleasure to be back.
Our ladies are back. At least they always give us a little of smile. what our men can do, the ladies always at least make us so proud. So they'll be playing against Canada tonight.
Actually, they are the most successful team. We're talking about the national team in the history of this country. They've won the Nations Cup almost 9 times.
Yes.
So definitely they are giving us the joy that we couldn't get from the men. So the best thing to do is to go out there and support them. Support them not by going to Canada, because we will not be able to go to Canada, but by making sure that we watch the match. Then another good thing is it's a good development that the Super Falcons, they were recognized as the only team in Africa to come and play friendly with the Canadian team. It's a good one.
And not just once, it's going to be two.
So they also is like, they want to celebrate winning the Olympic medal. They're looking at, oh, who can we celebrate this with? Who can we really match with? Who can we really know if we deserve this medal or prepare ourselves? Super Falcons, a very good one. And also, it's an opportunity for us also to prepare our team for the upcoming Nations Cup in Morocco, starting in July. Also, for us to have our team ready, because we've had a lot of changes for the past few weeks when it comes to the Falcons. So this is time for us to consolidate the team, and this is a very perfect opportunity for us to do that. So a very good one.
So far, we've met Canada like 3 times. We won 1, we drew, we lost. So it's like a balanced kind of aggregate against the Canadian team. But from the way it is, they want to use this to actually fighting themselves to see how they can prepare ahead of World Cup will also be coming up. Yeah. But for us, Nations Cup first. For Super Falcons, like you said, a lot has happened lately in injecting new blood to the team. New players are there. The likes of Efeoma Onumunu actually scored for Nigeria against Cote d'Ivoire. We have a lot of new players playing for that team. They play in Abuja, they play in Abidjan. But the good thing is, despite the fact that they have new players, the team really has been very compact. They seem to be better off when it comes to their activities, when it comes to football so far.
Yeah, the reason why we have that is because of their commitment and dedication. That's just the truth. That's the reason why we are seeing the difference between them and the Super Eagles. That's the truth. Their commitment is always there. Look at the changes they had. They still play together like a team. Not the Ajebo people that we brought to come and play for the Super Eagles, and they are playing as if they've never played football before in their life. So that's
and funny enough, the way we have the Oyinbos in the men's team, that's how we have it in the women's team, because let us only Plumter is the one with white skin, but we have others who are actually, they have never been in Nigeria, although they are black in color. But that was the first time they played for Nigeria was against Cote d'Ivoire, home and away.
Yeah, the difference between them is someone that is ready to fight or proud to honor their fatherland. So that's the difference. The Super Eagles, they feel like they are on top of the world, because it's like we are begging them to come and play for us. More than they fought for the shirt. That's the truth. If Ademola Lookman, Dennis, they've sat on the bench for the two-legged match to watch, to see what happened. When next we are playing them, they put in their best. We brought them the first thing we are playing them, so they're like, wow, so I'm better than this. No, we have people that are better than them. So we should leave sentiment when it comes to professionalism. That's the problem I think we have. So for the Super Falcons, I give it to them. We and Canada, we have 50-50 in terms of the statistic of what we've done before. But this two-legged match really shows who is going to be top. Is it us or is it them? Then, like you rightly said also, Nations Cup first, but it's from the Nations Cup that whoever is going to represent Africa for the World Cup will come up. So we shouldn't be looking at Nations Cup also. We should looking at the World Cup. Not only the World Cup, to beat our, to beat our record from what we had at the World Cup. And the preparation starts now. This fire brigade approach that when something wants to happen, we will not prepare, we will not plan ahead until that minute. We will not be praying. Yes, prayer is good, but you pray and you walk. the two goes together. So that's what I think we need to do, and this is the perfect time for us to do it. Maybe they'll break the jinx of the NFF being whom they are.
Hopefully, the Super Falcons will take us at least on a very good note at the Nations Cup, also at the World Cup. We are hoping that our ladies will be able to do well at the AFCON. Who knows, maybe they will also lift it, and that will give them the chance to also qualify for the World Cup. And we want to see them doing well against Canada as they play a two-legged friendly against the Olympic champions. As we speak, we've met 3 times. We won once, we drew, and also we lost against them 2011, 2019, and not forgetting the 1995 that we also met. Talking about Nigeria versus Canada there. That will be coming up in British Columbia, in Vancouver, precisely. Now, still talking about Super Falcons, but this time around, a little tussle has been going on concerning captaincy armband between the ladies. Now, well, according to news coming out, that Oshoala has been stripped of captain's armband. She's no longer the captain of that team, and that has been generating a lot of issues right now because just 2 days to the tournament, to the game rather, the news broke out. As we speak right now, Oshoala, we know she's injured. She's not part of the team, even the against Cote d'Ivoire. But the main thing right now is that Onome Ebi could be the one to take over as the captain. But a lot of, it seems, from the way I see it now, it's getting like the ladies are beginning to get divided one way or the other. Because Oshoala actually sent some cryptic message on our Twitter and talking about a lot of things there. Though whoever it's going to be will not feel too happy because but a lot of people are also saying Oparanoze was there before her. She too was stripped of it, and now it's actually falling on Onomebi, who has done it before. So from the way it is now, I hope this will not cause a lot of issues with our ladies.
Okay, I think this is where maturity comes in. The fact that you are giving the captain armband doesn't mean you are the best. That's the truth. So it's not that you are the best, but when it comes to being a leader, it comes with maturity. It comes with dedication. That, according to the NFF, that the reason why they stripped in
was weighing her down
was because of her performance during the Aisha Buhari Cup. That I don't buy, sincerely.
And the fact that the leadership is weighing her down in performing, I still don't understand
how is it weighing? Even the leadership that the NFF, the current NFF, are holding, is it not weighing them down? So we are talking about people that are supposed to have resigned, and they are asking someone to drop. So that's the truth. So I think Oshoala needs to take it in good faith. That's the truth. He was a player before he became a captain. So not that he was a captain before he became a player. So being a player should be his own priority. And the message she tweeted, I think it's not really, really good. You can't be mocking someone that you can't be looking for validation at the age of 39 or 40 years old. That's not really, really good. We don't need that division
in that team now.
We want them to be all together. I think it is high time the coach do the right thing to do what? To bring them together, to let them know the reason. Sincerely, I think it was in 2019 that they made Oshoala the captain.
Yes.
There was a lot of issues that why her? That's the truth. Why her? So it was given to her based on people's perception and analysis at that time, that it was given to her based on sentiment, not because she wasn't the oldest or the most experienced.
Or the most, at times captainship goes beyond maybe oldest or performer. Also, somebody that can actually
you have that authority as a leader. Someone that when you are in the dressing room, when you talk, everybody people listen and you make sense. That is it. So people really complain then that why her? But now, just two years down the line, we see where we are now. I think they should just look for a way to manage the situation. They should talk to her. This is not the time for her to be tweeting or to be saying someone is jubilating at the age of for being
39 or fasting.
39. We don't really need that. She has done a lot for the country. She has made the continent proud.
And she has a lot to offer.
Yes, she still has a lot to offer. She has scored 29 goals so far since she came to the Super Falcons. So that means she's doing very, very, very well. So I think they should just look for a way to resolve that issue amicably, and let's see the teamwork that we used to see in our Super Falcons, because they're the only one giving us joy and happiness right now as the game of football is concerned in Nigeria.
And you look at the fact that the 3 tiers of ladies are really doing well. The Super Falcon, the Falconettes, the Flamingos. Now as we speak, the Falconettes, they're actually doing theirs. the Flamingos. They've also done theirs, and it's like
Super Falcons.
Look at Falcons. So we just have to really give them what they need. And I noticed that yes, attention is already on Super Eagles and all that, but I think it's high time now to value what we have. We need to value these ladies because they've been the one giving us most joy so far, and we pay less attention to them. So we need to give them that attention, just like the way basketballers play. You know, the way the Tigers have won laurels for Nigeria in basketball, the way they've carried this country on their shoulders, we still give them that kind of looks, as in this is
not
just
really doing very well.
So we need to do more by representing that. Okay. Just news coming out that President Buhari has given the 1994 sets of Super Eagles allocation of houses. Two bedroom, agreed, yes.
1994.
Since 1994. Is very, very well. At least, finally, it's done by the government. Definitely. But what about all the government that came before this current government that didn't do it? But I look at, why is it always the footballers that get this? What about those that have won other competitions, like the way basketball, the Tigers have won back-to-back, 3 times, the African competition in basketball, and we also, to even pay them their money became a problem.
Okay, you see, the truth is this. When you're talking about sport, the game of football,
yes, that's the beautiful bride.
So you can't take that away from. But that doesn't mean we should neglect the other sporting activities that we have, like the basketball, the athletics, the shot put. Look at Aruna Quadri, table tennis.
Look at what he's doing in table tennis.
Look at what he's doing in table tennis also. So we shouldn't just neglect others because now look at it now. The football that we are concentrating, that we are spending money, it's not giving us the desired result that we are expecting. So it's high time that we give other sporting activities also the due and necessary attention that is needed.
And you look at the fact that the kind of fund, now we spoke in the morning that NFF and the minister they are going to appear before they send it. The kind of fund released to prosecute Eagles game, do you know, not even half of it, 1/4 of it is enough to turn the Tigers to a world-class team. Our boxers who are there under the bridge in Oshodi, in Ajegunle, is enough to get them the gloves and the canvas or whatever they need, that it will look as if they are Olympic champion. To get the table tennis play, I still remember sometimes, like 4 years ago, very shameful that our gymnastic team could not attend a particular competition just because there was no fund. Our para football, what they call it, the Nigerian para soccer team that traveled to play in Mexico, people had to be contributing money for them to go. They nearly missed their flight. And put all the attention on Super Eagles, and at last what happened? They give us high blood pressure. We'll talk more on this next time. We've been talking concerning Super Falcons, Captaincy Tussle, and also the fact that they will play against Canada tonight. That's another story we've been looking at. Now, let's talk about some fixtures that will be coming up also tonight. But before we take those fixtures, the Nigerian, at least Anichebe, no, that name belongs to a Nigerian. Victor Anichebe, news actually came out that he said the Lampard should be sacked or thereabout. He has actually denied that. He never said that he should be sacked, but he's just demanding that Everton, being a former player, they need more from him. He is not saying Lampard should be sacked. Well, coming from Anichebe there, Victor actually denied that particular story going around that he called for the sack of Frank Lampard, the current manager of Everton. Now, let's look at the fixture that will be coming up in the English Premier League as we quickly talk about Newcastle United at the St. James Park against Wolverhampton Wanderers, who will become visiting against Newcastle. Newcastle, they have money now, they have everything, no more complaint. So let's see what they can do.
Yeah, no more complaint, but the last 3 matches has not been very good for them. They've lost their last 3 matches.
Maybe the money is too much.
So the money is not affecting them. So I think this is an opportunity for them to rediscover themselves. Before they lost to Chelsea about 3 weeks ago, they've gone 9 matches unbeaten. Before they lost to...
That was when the money was normal.
But now the next 3 matches after that, they lost.
Excess.
But now, excess money. So I think this is a match for them to really win. Because the truth is, for them to really attract good and nice player for next season to compete in all competitions, the FA, the Kelly Cup, they can't play Champions League. And they can't play Europa.
Maybe next season,
maybe upper season. But they have to start that building the team right now. It has to start from next season. So for them to really do that, they have to improve from where they are. I think they are 15 currently on the log table, so they need to do better from what they have right now. So let's see what happens then. Wolverhampton also, I think they have been doing very fine. The last 5 matches, they won 2, they lost 2, and they drew 1. Currently now, they are more like, it's possible if they continue with this form, they can play the Europa Conference League next season, looking at their current position on the table. So it's a match for them also that they will want to win. Season is coming to an end. We have about 7 or 8 matches to go. So everybody will be looking for, okay, the top 2, they are having their battle. The Champions League spot, they are fighting it. The Europa League, fighting it. The Europa Conference League, they are fighting. And the relegation. There are some teams, they don't want to go to they don't want to be relegated. They don't care about the top 4, but they just want to
remain EPL.
Southampton and co. That is their own. They just want to remain in EPL also. So the fight also is on. So it's going to be interesting.
To retain themselves over there in the EPL, we'll be looking at the match between Newcastle United versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'll be coming out at St. James Park. Let's see what's going to happen. Can the coach turn things around there? Well, it doesn't look like Wolverhampton really miss Adama Traore, the muzzle, the bodybuilder striker that used to very huge player. Now let's look at games that will also be coming up in La Liga, and also not forgetting the French Ligue 1. Sevilla versus that's actually, well, quickly, let's look at what's going to be happening in French League 1. But there are German Bundesliga fixture there. Match will be coming up in German Bundesliga that we'll be looking at before we go to French League 1 now. Well, still talking about matches that will be coming up for this for tonight. French League 1, let's have that so that we can talk about this particular game, Lorient versus Saint-Etienne. Lorient, that's a team where we have Bonke, the one that actually being called upon, so Eagles, that's his team.
That was called and didn't touch the ball. We have funny way of doing things in this country. We have funny way of doing things in this country. When they call him, we are like, oh, it's going to be a perfect replacement for Ndidi, because during I think there was a match we played against Central African Republic that he came in as a substitute. Probably that's the reason why they brought him, and they brought him nothing. So I think, well, anyway, that's bygone. We can't continue crying over his pure make. So let's see what will happen today. And you know, we have that sentiment. Anytime a Nigerian team is playing abroad, we are always in support of the team to win. So for that, I'm sure you will be supporting Lorient also.
Seriously? Okay, we'll be looking at a game where Lorient will be playing. Hopefully, let's see that team winning their game there. Now, let's look at this particular story coming from FIFA. The story came out that FIFA will be at least adding more time to play matches, talking about match duration. But now FIFA actually denied that. They are not going to add to it. News came around that it's going to be 100 minutes, no longer 90 minutes. I still wonder how people just sit down, write fake story, and put it out there, and people will be jumping at it. Seriously. When I saw this story, I was like, without no proper introduction from FIFA, I went to FIFA's website, nothing of such. I checked around, nothing. And then, do you know the funny thing that people started taking the story, just like the way the group stage of AFCON came out, and people started jumping on it. People will just sit down, decide to write fake story that, okay, I still don't understand why then, concerning this kind of story that they're going to add extra 10 minutes to make it 100 minutes, no more 90 minutes, and people really believe without cross-checking from FIFA website.
Okay, we can look at it in 2 ways. Probably someone is trying to test the mic.
Okay, and see, maybe
that's
it's
the truth.
Hold water.
Maybe it's hold water. The issue of having the World Cup also every 2 years also, we had that rumor also.
It started like, and now it's becoming reality.
Becoming reality. So at times, we don't just look at it as they are fake news. Maybe someone somewhere is saying, okay, let me pay you.
Let's see.
Let's see people's reaction to it. Maybe they will buy it or not. So they don't look at their statistic that, oh, a lot of people are not in support of this.
So
let's just come out and deny it. That's number one. The number two is only those that have not played football before that will tell them that they should extend this for additional 10 minutes.
Even the 45 minutes.
That 45 minutes, like, running around the pitch for 45 minutes.
45 hours.
Like, imagine anytime a game is going to extra hours. Look at the players, the fatigue.
Tired.
That's one of the reasons why the FIFA, they are even introducing additional substitution so that you can substitute more people so that you can more energy. Value, more energy. I think that one is far better than now extending it to. When I saw it, I was like, I don't think this is going to be realistic because looking at the intensity of the game right now. Imagine Nigeria-Ghana match. I'll continue to make reference to it. that match that we played, that our players, after 20 or 30 minutes, they are holding their base, they are doing like this. Imagine if that game is for 100 minutes. They'll be the one calling for substitution.
50 minutes
50 minutes. Do you know what will have happened? So that shows that taking it to that 100 minutes is not something that it's possible. However, if you look at the fake reports, there's some reality check in it, that the actual minutes that they use in playing the real soccer, the real football, is about 70 to 75 minutes. Some teams they are used, they know how to do what? They know how to fake injury, they know how to waste ball for throwing, they know how to waste time through the substitution. So they want fans to have more action, seeing the real soccer being played.
Than all those unnecessary delays.
So those are the facts that they put to make their fake news look real.
And the fake news actually going so seriously like a wildfire, and a lot of people were feeding on it, trying to see how, okay, is this really, this particular story really, is it very factual, is it truthful? People didn't confirm, and the news started spreading 100 minutes. We've seen a lot of issues that has to do with cardiac arrest in football and all that. And this is not the time to begin to add more time. Instead, inject more new blood, at least freshness to that. To any match being played. That should be the issue that we'll be discussing, not to add more time because of the health of these players. We'll be looking at that particular fake story going around, although FIFA debunked it, but we wait to see if truly that was how 2-year biennial World Cup was muted and it actually started getting to become reality. Now let's look at our own Nigerian brother, Taiwo Awoniyi. Taiwo Awoniyi has been playing for Union Berlin. In fact, has been one of the forces to be reckoned with when it comes to playing as a striker for that team. But right now, Newcastle United, West Ham, they are keen to sign Taiwo Awoniyi as their player. If that happens, they want to sign him back to England. He was formerly with Liverpool before he move to Germany. But right now, Newcastle, West Ham, they are keen to sign Taiwo Awoniyi.
Yeah, that's a very good development. It shows that you are doing something good. That's why the likes of Newcastle, with the money back they have with them,
West Ham, even Southampton.
West Ham, Southampton. But what you should look at is he should prioritize his career above the money. You should look at where he will have more playing time than where he will go and sit on the bench. You shouldn't look at the money this time around. You should be looking at the future investment. If I go to so team, will I be able to have more playing times, and that will attract more club in the future to come for me, because I'll be able to perform optimally. So I'll be better than what I am today now. Let's take the case of Mikel Obi and Messi. During the Junior World Cup, we're looking at who is the best player between Mikel Obi and Messi. And Mikel Obi has opportunity of going to Manchester United, where he will have been a attacking midfielder. That is his natural position. But,
he opted for Chelsea.
But the money came. He went to Chelsea, and from Chelsea, their attacking midfield at that time, no space for him. So they have to convert him to a defensive midfielder. So that's why when it comes to Nigeria,
he's
the only one that when he has the pass, you can just say that, don't worry, Baba Majo Kubaje, Baba don't spoil it. That's what they used to call him. Once the ball is with him, you just look for the nearest man, you go to the back and play the ball. So that killed his career. And look at Mikel Obi today now. Are we hearing of Mikel Obi again? No. What about Messi?
Still there.
Angel Di Maria. So that is what I think Awoniyi also
needs to consider.
He should consider his future. He shouldn't consider about what he will eat today. He should look at what he can get tomorrow by starving himself today. So to me, you should look at it very well. Newcastle, they're going to have a lot of people that wants to go to Newcastle. That's the truth. Newcastle is going to be the new Manchester City in the next 4-5 years. If you can build with them based on the contract, if you can build with them, not in a situation whereby after 1 or 2 years they
drop you and bring
Lewandowski or someone to come and play them. From there you go back to relegation. I think that shouldn't be the case for him. So you should look at it very well. You shouldn't look at the money. He has made it already. God has blessed him. He has the money already. So you shouldn't be too selfish or too greedy to look for more money why you can't get the money you are looking for today, more than that in the future.
And it's better for him to even stay in a club where he will be a king, like I always advocate, than being the chief.
It's better.
If he moves to, what about West Ham?
West Ham, Antonio is doing very well. Bowen is doing very well.
So he'll be tied too.
So
maybe Southampton at St. Mary's.
Yeah, probably Southampton, and they can help them to develop. We've seen a lot of players that came from Southampton also. So that's just the reality. Yes. So I think that's what it should be looking at also. If you go to West Ham is going to be competing for the top 4 in the next 2-3 seasons. If they continue with this, there are 4. So will he be able to get that regular first 11 when the time comes?
Maybe he should just stay with his Union Berlin, JJ.
I think he should. You know the reason why everybody wants to come to the Premiership? That's the best club in the world. That is where you get the attention, you get the publicity, you get everything you're looking for.
The league is very, very standard and well reserved all over the world, very received. Everyone is attached to that English Premier League. But our own still will be coming up this weekend. Matches will be coming on the MPFL. Not forget the Nationwide League One and also the Nigerian National League, as we always advocate. We continue to push our own sporting activities, wishing Super Falcons the best as they fight out against Canada in a friendly game, and also not forgetting the preparation ahead of the Nations Cup. All this coming up for this weekend. It has been a wonderful time with Olawale Peters. Thank you very much.
My pleasure being here, Daniel.
Good one there. Well, as we always let you know, that allow your words or children to go do sport. It's fitness and business. I am Ateni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.